Oh, hello ham radio and Facebook chums. Steve G3ZPS here in the old ham radio workshop. I've got a couple of videos, this on YouTube, and I'm going to tidy them all up, and this will be probably the only one. There is only one other video other than mine of this receiver, and somebody's just playing with it. It's a KW Electronics KW77 receiver, made about 1962. Just down the road from here in Dartford, Kent. It was KW's second go at making a standalone receiver. Their earlier version was the KW76, which bore a striking similarity to the Drake 1, I think, or Drake 1A. A funny stand-up US mailbox sort of style case. However, this is the KW77. Made about 1962. It's triple conversion receiver, double conversion on 80. In fact, actually it's an 80 metre receiver, double conversion. The front end is just a crystal controlled mixer that then mixes all the other bands down to 80 metres and makes it triple conversion. Sadly, this one has been attacked by Mr. Ham Radio Bodger before I got it a week ago. All these knobs are non-original. This originally, the control on the left here was the AF gain, the RF gain. It's a dual concentric black knob, and it also has an on-off switch. You can just see down here, I think it says AC off. Sometime in its life, long life, 55 odd years ago, sometime in its life, this controller's failed completely, and whoever had it years ago, I don't know, the last owner or the owner before that, couldn't get hold of the dual concentric control with the on-off switch, I assume. So what he did, he made this into just an audio gain. Then he put the RF gain in a new hole, a new knob, he moved it over here, and then of course he couldn't even, I don't know why he did it, I assume it was he couldn't even find an AF gain with a switch on it, and that's not difficult. Every radiogram in the world in the 60s had one, so he added a mains on off switch over here. Those of you that watch my videos or follow me on Facebook will know that I hate the ham radio bodgers who drill into front panels. So anyway, this one's been done. The front panel's good apart from that, so I've got this extra control here and here. Should all be over here. Also, the buttons should all be white. I've had to change a couple of them. I think they cracked at some point, and our man painted them in pretty garish colours. Why I didn't paint them all the same colour, I have no idea. So they should all be white. This knob is non-original. It should be an Eddystone knob, but it's been changed for some other knob. So it might be very difficult to get this back cosmetically perfect, if ever. Probably not. Without being too nerdy, alright, I give up, I will be nerdy. There is a bit of confusion even in the KW radio collector community about these radios, but I think I've sorted it out. This is a Mark 1 KW77, identifiable by this dial, this pre-selector, which is different on the Mark II, and it came out towards the end of 1962 when you look at the magazine adverts which are on the web, and disappeared sometime in the latter half of 1963 when it was updated. The dial changed, this changed, and the valve lineup very slightly changed. KW managed to save a valve. Now, I had always thought that the better design, there are two schematics on the web, and I always thought that the better design of the two, in my opinion, was the later model. But no, KW caught me out, I was wrong. This is the better design one, the earlier model. And I'll tell you why, without being too nerdy. You can always switch the video off. KW must have gone through a cost-saving exercise because this was expensive to make, and they simplified this radio a little bit for the second run, excuse me, which ran for a couple of years until 1965. The big difference is the front end of this radio, the RF front end. There's a front end RF amplifier. In this radio, there is a separate input coil for every amateur band, including all the individual bits of 10 meters. I know that because I've obviously had it to bits. And there's, I'll just show you this circuit diagram. Here it is, a separate input coil for every band. 8 of them, and there's another one at the output of the RF preamplifier as well, another 8. So 16 cans in there, RF coils, all neatly lined up in a row at the back of the radio. The Mark II, which is this one, borrows a trait from the KW2000. It has one input coil, which is here, T6, and then the output half of it is shunted in a series parallel arrangement by these other ones. Actually on 10 meters, the 3 of them are joined together, and the same arrangement on the output of the RF preamplifier. So when you look inside a Mark II, there's actually only 2 big coil cans, one here and another one on the output of the RF RF amplifier. So this is the would have been far cheaper for KW to make. There you have it. The Mark I, I think, is a better radio. It's got a separate tune circuit, separate tune circuit, 2 in fact on every single band, which are individually tuned without affecting each other. So I reckon that this is the better radio.
And I hope your pains subside, Fred.
Oh dear. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. Email me, I'll post a comment if you think I'm wrong. This one, I didn't show that. This one comes with a, well, pretty rare now, I think, KW extension speaker. So there you go, the KW77 receiver. This model, Mark I, made 1962-63. Thanks a lot, YouTube and Facebook ham radio chums. This is Steve saying 73s and goodbye.
And allowed us to play with it and play with an old heat receiver that he had next to it as well, and that was absolutely fantastic. Really great to get you interested. I won't keep it, but I'll pass it back to Steve again, although I certainly can hear you as well, guys. Steve G3ZPS from KW6KLQ.
Yes, okay, fine there, Jeff. Yeah, thanks a lot, mate. I'm just videoing it for Guy so he can hear himself a bit later. Thanks a lot, Jeff, and thanks for calling me there. Round to you, mate, and give a report to Jeff there. He's sounds pretty good on my 77 from G3ZPS. Go ahead, Guy.
G3ZPS, G0UKN, returning. Yeah, GW6 KLQ. You're 5 and 9, Jeff. No problems at all. Whereabouts in Wales are you? Just quickly, Jeff. Over. I'm located near a village called Llanrydder, about halfway between Oswestry and Welshfield, Greg. Yeah, okay. Up there in mid Wales. Yeah, know whereabouts you are. Okay, well you're 5'9", no problem here. Working conditions, as Steve alluded to, is a KW Viceroy. For the aficionados, it's a Mark IIIA, and the receiver is a KW77. Both probably date from around about 1962.